Mitch Halpern, the referee here tonight, and you heard the thunderous ovation for Mosley. A victory tonight puts him well on the road to what he calls his dream fight, a matchup with Oscar De La Hoya later this year, perhaps in August. It was originally talked for being made about June the 17th. However, that date has now been pushed back to August. Mosley plans to grab one of the titles and then face De La Hoya. But first, he must square off against Willie Wise, a 40-1 underdog this evening. In fact, odds makers are so sure that Mosley is going to defeat Wise in a very crisp, in a very rapid manner, that they've only set the over-under in terms of how long they feel this fight's going to last at 2 rounds. I believe that Wise being here tonight is a fluke, and Mosley's looking to capitalize on that immediately. Mosley's key is speed, perhaps his greatest asset. Some have said that one of his weaknesses is his punching power. However, he has shown tremendous strength in his welterweight debut. His one fight, when he scored a knockout over Wilfredo Rivera, a fighter in the welterweight division who prior to that fight had never been knocked out. Mosley has the highest knockout percentage also in boxing today amongst boxers with over 30 fights to their credit. 33 victories, 31 by way of knockout. Looking to make 32 happen this evening. You don't want to blink for this guy because he makes lightning strike in a second. Wise finding a very conservative and a very defensive fight, realizing that any mistake in this matchup is costly. You just see the speed on Mosley as he just enters inside at will with that overhand right. Not only is Mosley fast, he's also precise. An added danger for Wise. Nice overhand right there by Mosley's hurt Wise as he backs up into the corner. Less than 15 seconds to go. The fighter cannot be saved by the bell, and down goes Wise. Mitch Halpern applies the count. Even though he has an average per fight of only 5.3 rounds, Shane Mosley has not recorded a knockout within 4 rounds since April of 1997. To say he is overdue would be an understatement. And tonight, that could very well become a reality against Wise after the fireworks that we saw at the end of the first round. Wise, though, not stepping back, hanging right inside. You can see the eyes of concentration, though, on Wise as Mosley just laughs and taunts the challenger, who is clearly overmatched this evening. Again, Wise comes into this bout with a mark of 24-6-4. Not much power behind him either. He only has 7 knockouts, which is quite the opposite of the man in front of him. And a late punch there floors Wise. Mitch Halpern's warning him. It's not a knockdown. That is not a knockdown. Mitch Halpern is checking Willie Wise. Mitch Halpern is called for the doctor. Flip Pomansky's inside now to check Willie Wise.
That is a foul. I'm going to take 2 points. That's 2 points. Oh, 2 points.
After checking of the eyes.
That's 2 points. Is it okay,
Dr. Flip Pomansky says it's okay. So the bout continues. Much to the applause of the fans here at ringside. Immediately, Mosley comes right back in with a rapid-fire attack to the body. Goes up high and gets right out. As fast as he strikes, he's out of there in a second. Just over a minute to go here in round number 2. Mosley displaying all the weapons in his arsenal tonight against Willie Wise, who is lacking the boxing knowledge necessary to pull off an upset. And against Mosley in this one, I wouldn't say it's the knowledge. I think it's more along the lines of the skills. He's slower.
Let's go.
And he's not as strong as Mosley. Again, if you're wondering how judges might score this round, they're not going to count that knockdown earlier. That was not a valid knockdown. That will not count. But it was about this point in the first round where Mosley recorded the first knockdown of the fight. As the final seconds take us home, it makes round number 2 history. On the face of Wise says it all. You have one guy with the deer in the headlights eyes, so to say. Meanwhile, the other guys in the corner, that guy being Shane Mosley, all smiles. In fact, it's hard to think of a professional who has had a better debut here in Las Vegas. And I'm not talking just about boxing. You'd have to think about some of the artists as well. Big left there by Mosley. Gets Wise in trouble in the corner. Mosley backs off, setting up for the attack, and he's back in once again. That's a slip. It's a slip. Mitch Halpern moved it a slip. However, Mosley did absorb a quick punch. Up to the chin there, but it was a slip. And surprisingly, Willie Wise, a fighter with a mark of 24-6-4, a forklift driver, come Monday, finds himself in the 3rd round against the next rising star in the welterweight division. At least that is how Shane Mosley's been hyped. And a lot of credit needs to go to Wise. Granted, he's nowhere near winning this fight, but he is putting up an effort. Shane Mosley, though, is just having fun, giving the crowd a show here tonight. Big right there by Mosley. Sets up Wise up against the ropes. Another right there, and Wise is on unsolid ground right now as he goes down. It is not a knockdown. It is a slip once again. Wise goes down again with a slip. Gets back up. Should taste canvas again soon. And there he goes. That's it. It's over. stopped the bout. And the third time was the charm for Shane Mosley.